What if I told you your brand new GM truck or SUV might have a hidden flaw so severe it could cost you over $10,000? In this video, we're exposing the engine-killing technology that GM doesn't want you to know about, and it's affecting some of their most popular models. Are you one of the owners at risk? Stick around to learn the warning signs before it's too late. General Motors has a serious problem hiding under the hoods of their most popular trucks and SUVs. It starts with two systems, Active Fuel Management, AFM, and its successor, Dynamic Fuel Management, DFM. On the surface, these technologies sound great. They're designed to save fuel by deactivating specific engine cylinders when full power isn't needed. For example, under light driving conditions like cruising on the highway, the system essentially turns a powerful V8 into a fuel-efficient four-cylinder engine. It's a clever concept that promises better gas mileage without sacrificing the power buyers expect. But behind that promise lies a flaw, one that's turning engines into ticking time bombs. Here's where things go wrong. AFM and DFM constantly switch engine cylinders on and off while you're driving, hundreds of times a day, depending on your speed and driving habits. This non-stop switching creates extra stress on key components like lifters, bearings, and even the engine's internal structure. Over time, this repeated strain leads to significant wear and tear, and for some unlucky owners, catastrophic failure. The lifters, small but critical components responsible for opening and closing the engine's valves, are particularly vulnerable. When these fail, sometimes as early as 20,000 or 30,000 miles, the engine can lose power, begin to misfire, or in extreme cases, stop running altogether. Then there are the bearings, which are vital for supporting the engine's moving pieces like the crankshaft and connecting rods. The constant load cycling from AFM and DFM pushes these bearings beyond what they're built to handle, causing premature wear and increasing the risk of engine seizure. On top of that, drivers have reported excessive oil consumption, a telltale sign that something is going very wrong inside the engine. The additional stress makes oil sneak past damaged seals into the combustion chamber, increasing the chances of even more significant damage down the road. For some owners, the endgame of these issues is a breached engine block. This happens when internal components like rods or valves fail catastrophically, breaking through the engine's casing. Once the block itself is damaged, there's no fixing it. You're looking at a full engine replacement. The cost? Easily $10,000, sometimes more depending on your model. Imagine spending that kind of money to replace an engine on a truck or SUV you bought brand new just a few years ago. It's the kind of repair that makes people rethink their purchase entirely. Real-world examples make this issue all the more shocking. One Chevrolet Silverado owner reported needing a complete engine replacement only 18 months after purchasing the truck brand new. The culprit? A failed lifter caused by DFM. The repair bill? A staggering $12,000. And stories like this aren't isolated. Complaints have piled up online and with organizations like the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, where frustrated drivers have detailed everything from sudden engine shutdowns to strange knocking noises and unexplained oil loss. The most chilling part? These problems don't come with much warning. For many drivers, the first symptom of trouble is the moment their vehicle stops running. Adding insult to injury, drivers have no control over these systems. AFM and DFM are always active, meaning owners can't disable the feature to avoid potential damage. Even regular maintenance, while critical, won't guarantee protection. You're essentially stuck with a fuel-saving system that might save pennies at the pump, but risks costing thousands in repairs. So, which models are affected? If you're driving a Chevy Silverado or GMC Sierra made between 2019 and 2024, this concern hits close to home. GM's full-sized SUVs haven't escaped either. The Chevrolet Tahoe and Suburban, GMC Yukon, and Cadillac Escalade, all model years 2021 through 2024, are also included in this list of potentially affected vehicles. That's a massive swath of GM's most popular trucks and SUVs, bought by families, contractors, and drivers who depend on these vehicles daily. If your car's on this list, the risks aren't just hypothetical, they're something you might face sooner than you think. Regular maintenance is also crucial, with systems like AFM and DFM putting additional stress on engine components. Sticking to a strict oil change schedule is more important than ever. Use only the GM recommended oil grade and avoid extending oil change intervals, no matter how tempting it may be to save a little money or time. Delaying oil changes gives wear and tear on internal components more time to worsen, which could accelerate a potential failure. Consider opting for an oil analysis during service. An oil analysis can check for the presence of metal shavings, a clear indicator of internal wear, especially on bearings. If metal particles are found, you'll at least know there's a problem brewing and can act before it threatens your entire engine. For owners worried about long-term costs, extended warranties may provide an added safety net. If your vehicle is still under the manufacturer's original warranty, make sure to have any unusual engine noises, performance issues, or warning lights documented by your GM dealership. This paper trail can be essential if you end up needing major repairs while still covered. If your vehicle is out of warranty, an aftermarket extended warranty could be a worthwhile investment. Yes, these plans can be expensive, but not as expensive as replacing an engine. When unexpected issues crop up, having that financial coverage could make a massive difference. Another proactive step is filing a complaint with the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, NHTSA, if you experience engine problems. This might seem like a small action, but it has a big impact. The more complaints filed, the greater the pressure on GM to address the issue, whether through a recall, extended coverage, or some other type of resolution. Many owners who've taken the time to file with the NHTSA have seen their efforts contribute to recalls or settlements in the automotive industry. Don't underestimate the power of numbers when it comes to holding manufacturers accountable. But what if this whole situation has pushed you to your limit? Some owners may feel that dealing with these potential risks and costs simply isn't worth it anymore. If you're ready to explore alternatives, there are reliable truck options out there. The last generation Toyota Tundra with the 5.7-liter V8 engine has a great reputation for long-term reliability. Ford also offers a strong contender with its 2015 to 2024 F-150 Shurs equipped with the durable 5.0-liter Coyote V8 engine. And for fans of American trucks, the 2017 to 2021 Ram 1500 Rebel with a 5.7-liter Hemi engine provides a solid balance of power and dependability. These models might not have the fuel-saving tech of GM's engines, but they've more than proven themselves when it comes to reliability. Deciding whether to stick with a GM vehicle or move on to an alternative is a deeply personal choice. However, knowing your options can provide peace of mind, whether it's taking preventative steps to avoid costly repairs or switching to a model with less risk. That said, the bigger question remains: how will GM respond to these ongoing issues, and what does it mean for the future of automotive design? GM's billion-dollar mistake with AFM and DFM systems isn't just an expensive misstep. It's a lesson about innovation coming at the cost of reliability. For nearly 1 million vehicle owners, these engine failures serve as a critical reminder to stay proactive and informed. Monitoring for unusual signs and staying consistent with maintenance can protect your vehicle, but demanding accountability is just as important. The investigation by the NHTSA highlights how consumer action creates change, putting pressure on automakers to address defects. Share your experiences, research alternatives, and stay vigilant to safeguard your investment. Your efforts could drive the change we need.